Patrick?
Yeah. Just go ahead.
Alright, so really the reason why I'm here, first of all, I'll start with my name. I'm JaphetMatoba. I work in rural Zambia. I do work in malaria and diseases of poverty such as HIV and malaria. So the jobs that I've done include coordinating projects and managing data. That's what I do currently. But my background was in molecular biology and genetics. So initially, when I started out in my career, I had hoped to work in the lab and have nothing to do with people, but in the long run, help out in alleviating the problem that was there with malaria. So I worked with UTH for some time, but it was in a private lab which had everything that was needed. But with time, I realized that there was a big discrepancy with research-funded projects and just the normal healthcare. So I left UTH for the lab I was working for and joined the USAID Deliver project, which endeavored to bring HIV/AIDS commodities to everyone in Zambia. So I worked there, and for a while it was fulfilling and it helped me meet my aspirations. So during that time, I helped set up the logistic management information system, the electronic version in Western Province. But again, I still felt something was missing because Western Province is such a rural setting, so much that it's very different from the way the program had been designed to work countrywide. So with that in mind, I realized that things were being done so that they fit the country as a whole, with a few sites, urban sites that had been looked into. So I decided to leave that project and work with a project that encompassed research as well as also health policy, impacting health policy, influencing health policy. So MRT, where I work right now, does that. So at MRT, I've done work that allows me to get research data and apply it to ongoing situations, such as if a new malaria epidemic is rising in a community, we're able to present that data to the national program and have these things implemented to mitigate those challenges. So what I've found is that in my current job, I have this analytical skill which I've picked up from working with researchers such as Dr. Tuma and the people who work here at MRT and our funders. But this is not enough to take me to do the analysis that I would want to do and extend it to our local population. Also, because we do research, and most research does not involve the social side of things, I have found that this was a weakness on my part. I could look at the numbers, crunch the figures, and even the people who have the skills from outside who have had the training, they would look at the numbers and crunch the figures, but when we try and do interventions, they don't work. And this is simply because the social setup in Africa and in Zambia particularly is very different to what is known out there and to what the models, analytical models will tell you. So that has persistently made me aware that I need to gain skills in social science, in the social sciences. So that's what has brought me here now. In 2018, I applied for a master's in demography and health, and during that year I almost got a scholarship, but I fell out at the end, and I deferred that until this year. And that's why I'm coming to you today, asking to see if I can be able to find some funding that will help me pay the tuition for this course, and as well as meet some of the other expenses which will be required for my family and my upkeep. So why demography and health? So as I've said, demography and health is really a course that looks at the populations at an analytical level But when you look at the course that is offered by London School, it also has social science components which help you to engage with diverse communities, as well as apply social science research skills to problems in settings such as ours. So, like I've said, yes, I want to do this work, but I want to do it in Africa, here in Zambia, because I understand what the problem of malaria has been for years, because early on in my life I was threatened by it to the point of hospitalization. I understand about HIV, how it's been a struggle to just find ways of getting the drugs to the people, and I have had family members die from it, and I've seen the disparity in terms of how commodities are. So really that's why I would like to do this, and why I would, after doing this course, I really would want to come back and apply these skills in this setting, which is really so diverse. So in terms of real world examples I would give, I think with malaria we've been doing research in two communities. One is Macha, where I'm based right now, and another is in Chelenge. So the populations in these communities are very diverse. Macha has a population which has a bit of infrastructure, people are doing business, and you can see that there's been changes over years, and with that change there's been a reduction in malaria. But if you go to Chelenge, where people are fishermen, mobile populations, such as even the refugee camps in Mantapara, you realize that malaria is very high there, with almost going up to almost 50% for every the population there. So it is my belief that because of because of poverty, these diseases persist in these communities, and that's why I want to learn these skills in demography and health that help me study diseases of poverty such as HIV, AIDS, and malaria. And I know soon this will also be able to be applied to new emerging epidemics such as COVID-19, which is beginning to afflict Africa even more than it was in the past years. So I want to be one of the scientists that can help address these challenges that are coming. Thank you.